and welcome to Joburg Today. I am Nashina Mohammed. It's great to have you with us. Running out of data? No worries for residents of Braamfontein. The city of Joburg has played their part to make sure that you're always connected.
The city of Johannesburg has recently announced that Braamfontein is now officially a 100% free Wi-Fi hotspot, following the plans to make the city more world-class. We spoke to locals to find out more on this.
I had no idea. I just assumed that Braamfontein would by now have Wi-Fi, so I tried to log on, but it didn't seem to work. I'm not sure why it didn't work, but I'm excited that once they have it working and once it's up and going, to enjoy the Wi-Fi in Braamfontein.
Not at all. It's a surprise to me, hey? But it's a good thing if it's really happening. It's a wonderful thing for the city, yeah.
I had no idea. It's completely new to me. I had no idea.
Though many may not know of this introduction in the area, local coffee spots welcome the idea as it could have positive effects on revenue.
Well, I think it's a good thing to bring people to the city, just have that kind of a lifestyle where people come to the city and actually utilize what the city has to offer in terms of, like coffee shops, shopping, like all of those things. And if you look at it in terms of like Wi-Fi and such things, people come to coffee shops to actually connect to the Wi-Fi while they're having a cup of coffee and meetings as well, So, well, I think it would be a very good thing to actually opt for.
It's actually a good advantage for us when it comes to business because you see, most people they prefer Wi-Fi, and sometimes our Wi-Fi is not operating. So for now, I think we have a big advantage since we have another free Wi-Fi. So most students, they do come here for the Wi-Fi. At the end of the day, they come in our shop and we get support in that way.
So the city of Johannesburg has decided to make Braamfontein a 100% Wi-Fi hotspot. The thing is though, it only works on my computer. On my cell phone, nope. On my tablet, nope. And I also think it's one of those things where they need to let the people who walk on these streets know about, because seemingly they have no clue about this new, very ambitious plan that they've set. I'm Riley Hlakaniposakwe for Joburg Today.
Hello everyone, my name is Kanyam Kanyisa and you are watching Joburg Today.
Like us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. And if you're a person that's on the move, well, you can catch us on pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I. The centenary hosting of the Association of Municipal Electricity Utilities kicked off in Sandton this week. More than 6,000 delegates are in attendance. I was there for the opening and I chatted to some of the manufacturers about their innovative products on display. The Association of Electrical Municipality Undertakings of Southern Africa hosted its centenary convention at the Sandton Convention Centre in Johannesburg. The convention is guided by a program that promises to address the pertinent issues facing the electricity sector in South Africa. In Johannesburg, infrastructural challenges is one of the issues that have to be dealt with.
For us as cities, the key issues that we have to deal with regards to electricity relate to transmission lines, ensuring that we're able to get electricity distributed in our system.
Following the power crisis in the country and the high electricity costs associated with it, local municipalities are encouraging the use of prepaid meters, which is a viable option that can allow you to monitor the amount of electricity you use and also the costs associated with that.
There will always be a requirement for meters. We're supplying not only in South Africa, also outside South Africa. As you know, I don't know if you've seen a map of Africa where it was taken on satellite. They took a map of the world and they showed that Africa is still a dark continent. And that represents a lot of opportunities in terms of metering. So now, ESCOM, municipalities, there's a big drive for electrification. I think our government cannot rest until most of our people are electrified.
The conference attracted more than 6,000 delegates and key stakeholders. Schneider Electric Southern Africa hopes to gain more traction in the local market by getting municipalities to invest in their solar street lights.
With Schneider Electric, we provide some very good quality solar street lights and we are able to reach some clients such as the Association of Municipalities in Southern Africa, which are one of our main targets in South Africa. Basically, solar street light is made of solar power, so it's very interesting in South Africa, especially because, you know, we have some issues with load shedding sometimes. So if we could just get some off-grid power, it could be, I mean, it's always better.
Rashina Mohammed for Joburg Today.
I'm Zondi Lengubeni and you're watching Joburg Today.
Transporting freight and people within and around Johannesburg like we do today will become unsustainable in the next 20 years. Well, experts predict that the ever-increasing urbanization of Africa's economic hub will dictate transport in future.
Well, I think the city of Johannesburg has realized that we actually can't continue in the same way that we have been going. The burden that is going to have on the current infrastructure is going to be unsustainable from both a congestion perspective, but also from an environmental perspective. So the city is starting to look at use public transport to reshape the spatial aspects of the city, trying to reduce the distance and also the trip duration of both work trips, looking for work, for shopping trips and any other trips that happen within the city, trying to increase walkability, increasing both cycling and walking, and very strong focus on getting people out of their cars and into public transport. One of the key things that's starting to be planned for Gauteng more broadly, but specifically Johannesburg, is trying to ensure that we have freight hubs around the peripheral areas of the city that can ensure that transport of goods and food and all of that doesn't come into the already congested city, and are going to also hopefully not rely as strongly on trucks and road-based freight transport, and instead really try and ramp up the rail component. I think one of the tricky things with transport infrastructure is the length of time from planning to implementation and building, and particularly you can see in Johannesburg some of the BRT networks that they started building. They suddenly realized that the way that they had planned it in the first place needs to be shifted in order for those networks to really serve people as it should. So there's a lot of learning from previous mistakes, and because a lot of what the city is trying to do is brand new. An example is the Gautrain, although it has seen some increase in ridership and some people shifting away from private car use, it also has a huge number of struggles as well, and trying to get people to use it as a viable daily transport is not possible for a lot of people because the additional network doesn't exist. I think for the authorities, really key is to increase and improve the communication with people, and also just incorporate people into the decision-making processes, because transport and travel is something that has a day-to-day impact on people's lives and also their finances. And on the other hand, I think city residents need to realize that changes are inevitable. We cannot continue to travel and commute in the same way we have, because it's just unsustainable from a congestion perspective, from an environmental perspective, and just general quality of life perspective. And so people will need to make individual changes, and if they are willing to start shifting their patterns and behaviors, we might together be able to move us in a direction that we really do want to go in.
Hi, this is Matata James, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Now that wraps up today's show, but for more, check out our playlist. That's it from me, Nashina. I leave you with Fact of Life by Newton's second law.
Back in ETV.
I was wrong and the feeling is gone. Lights went off as I walked away. Give me a chance, baby, I will change. Baby, please don't walk away. I said I was wrong and the feeling is gone, and the lights went off as I walked away. Give me a chance, baby, I will change. Baby, please don't walk away. So please don't leave me now. Let's make it work somehow. Somehow, please don't leave me now. Let's make it work somehow. Let's make it work somehow. Before I started speaking my mind, ask you now to think of me. It's a general question and the fact of life. Will you be there till the end of time? Before I started speaking my mind, ask you now to think of me. It's a general question and a fact of life. Will you be there till the end of time? So please don't leave me now. Hey, make it work somehow. Let's make it work somehow. Please don't leave me now. So please don't leave me now. Hey, let's make it work somehow. Let's make it work somehow. Please don't leave me now. Oh, make it work somehow. Make it work somehow. Please don't leave me now. Make it work somehow. Please don't leave me now. Make it work somehow. Oh, yeah. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, leave me, leave me. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, leave me, leave me. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, leave me, leave me. Don't let me, oh, before I start and speak of my mind.